Good morning, students. So today we are going to explain you regarding the embedded control lab. So in this lab video, we are going to explain the three important parts, that is simulation procedure, how to execute DC motor, that is procedure for DC motor execution, and use of external interrupts. So first, let me start with the simulation procedure. I hope most of you have forgotten how exactly do the simulation for the ARM controller. So first, you have to open the Keel Microvision software. It will take some time to open. Once it gets opened, if already some programs are open, please close those. Then the first step is to go for the icon project. In the project, you have to select new Microvision project. Okay, you can close the projects also if already some projects are open. Okay, you can see a blank screen here. No projects are open now. Okay, so go to project, new Microvision project. Right, so this window will get open. Now here you have to create your new folder first. So before creating a folder, first select one drive, D drive. Go to D drive. In that, go for new folder, give some name as lab 2. In my case, I am giving the name as lab 2. Okay, so in that you create the file now. So you have created a folder for the project. Now in that folder you create one file. So I will give the name as, for example, lab only, lab 2 only. That's not a problem. Then save it. Okay, now you have to select the device. So in this drop down menu, you have to select a legacy device database, and here you have to select LPC 1768. Just type 1768, you will get the device. Click on that, press OK. So it will ask startup underscore LPC 17xx.s. Right, it has to be added to your project. Just press S and check out for whether the project with lab 2 has been created and a target file. Just press this plus sign and check. So we have in under the heading source group 1, you have startup LPC 17xx.s. Now you have to create a blank file where you are going to write your code. So I have kept one code ready here. Just I will copy that and I will paste it here. Right, so this is your code. So you have to write your code here, then save it. Now since this code written is C, you have to save this with the .c extension. So the code written here is for DC motor. So I will give the file name as dc mot.c. Just check it whether it is under the same project name, that is lab 2 which you have created. Okay, then press save. Okay, now this .c file has to be added to your source group under your project. So go to source group, right click, go to add existing files to group. If you press that, you will get this dcmod file. Press add. Right, so soon after that it will get added under the heading source group 1. So now you have two files. Now along with this file, you require one more file. I hope all of you remember, I have explained it in the class. Right, so that file is with respect to system.c. that will be available on the desktop in during your lab exams also. We'll keep it on the desktop. Go to desktop, search for system.c file. Okay, then add it. So these are the three files. This is your .c file which you have written, system.c and startup. These two files also need to be added to make your file to run. Okay, now after this you have to save it. Okay. Then you have to build it to check for any syntax or semantics errors are there or no. Once you press this, in the build output window, it will show the possible warnings and errors. It is compiling now. So you can see here, there are no warnings and errors. That means your file is clean and it is ready for execution, that is dumping onto the board. Now let me explain how to dump the code which you just now executed onto the board, right? For that, before that you have to create a hex file. For that you have to go to target, go for options for target. Then in that you have to select output, create hex file, then press OK. Right now your hex file has been created. You can check, you can rebuild it. Okay, now here it will show creating hex file. That means your hex file for the written C code is ready. Now it is ready for dumping. Now this is with respect to simulation and creation of the hex file. Now we have to go for one more software which is called as FlashMagick. Once again, which will be used to dump your code from your system to the target. Okay, so here few settings are there. Just check select device whether by default LPC 1768 is there, will be there. If it is not there, you have to select that. Then you have to check for the COM port where exactly your board has been connected. Let me show how to do that. So for that you have to go to control panel. Once the control panel gets open, go for devices and printers. Under that heading, go for device manager. Under the device manager, it will show all the devices which are being connected to your system. We have to check for the COM port. You have to go for the ports. See here, Silicon Labs is the target port. So it has been connected to the COM6. So this has to be verified in the FlashMagick. So it has been given here. Baud rate is 9600. Interface none ISP. Oscillator frequency is 12 MHz. After doing this, you have to go for selecting your .hex file. You have to go for browse and you have to select your folder. I have created a folder or project with the heading lab 2. In that you have to go for objects. So lab2.hex is the hex file created with the help of Macrogen. Keel file, Keel software. Select it. Then you have to press this start. So this completes the whole procedure of generating the hex file and dumping it onto the target board. The next part will continue in the next part of the video. Good morning, students. So today we are going to explain you regarding the embedded controller lab. So in this lab video, we are going to explain the three important parts, that is simulation procedure, how to execute DC motor, that is procedure for DC motor execution, and use of external interrupts.